Hey everybody, welcome to Cooking with Pam Davidson. We are going to make some cookies out of my #1 cookbook, Snickerdoodles. They are on page 86. So let's get started, y'all. It says mix everything in one bowl, but I'm going to go ahead and put my butter and my sugar in first because that's normally what you do for cookies. And I'm just going to cream them two together. So we got 2 sticks of butter, which is 1 cup of butter softened, and we have 1.5 cups of sugar. So I'm going to put that in, and I'm going to let this mixer start mixing that up. Put that on cream. Let that go while we get the rest of the stuff together here. Next, we're going to take 2 eggs. So as soon as that gets good and done, we're going to add our eggs in. All right, that's creamed together. Next, we're going to put in 2 eggs. We're going to put in 2 teaspoons of cream of tartar. Whoops. That won't fit in there. I have to get a different spoon for that. Okay, we'll go to 1/4 teaspoon of my salt. 1 teaspoon of baking soda. 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. All right, I got me a narrower thing, so we're going to put in 2 teaspoons of cream of tartar. And we're going to mix this up, and then I'm going to add the flour. Let me go ahead and start this. And then we're going to put in 2 3/4 cups of all-purpose flour. And then I'm using White Lily, so White Lily says it's a sifted flour. So for every cup in your recipe, you add in 2 extra tablespoons. So this is my extra. So I'm going to go ahead and start putting this in while that's mixing up, and then I got to add all this flour in, but I'm going to let this mix up first. Okay, that's mixed up, so I'm going to go ahead and put all my flour in now. And then I'm going to mix this up real good. We're going to let that mix. All right, it's all done mixing. This is what our dough looks like. I've scraped the sides here, so I'm just going to scrape it all off into a big ball there, and I'm going to set this in my refrigerator. And I always like to let my cookie dough go in the refrigerator for a little bit before. It's kind of tacky right now, so that will help it firm back up, and we have to roll this into little balls. So hang on. Next, we're going to get our cinnamon and sugar ready that we're going to roll the little balls in. So we are going to put 3 tablespoons of sugar in a bowl and 1.5 teaspoons of cinnamon. We're close to it. Now we're just going to mix this up, and this is what we're going to roll our little balls in once our dough chills up just for a little bit. All right, I'm using the medium scoop. I normally use a small scoop, but today I thought I'd make them a little bit bigger, so I'm using the medium scoop from Pampered Chef. You can make them whatever size you want. So I just scoop the little ball, and then I'm going to put them in this set them in a sugar mixer, cover them all up, and then set them on my tray here. So I'm just going to keep doing this till I get a whole tray full. I'm preheating my oven right now, 400 degrees. And when I get the tray full, I'll show you, and then we're going to stick them in the oven for about 8 to 10 minutes. We'll just have to see how it goes. Alright, I got my first tray ready to go in the oven, and I like to bake them on a stone. This is a Pampered Chef stone, well seasoned. I've probably had it 25 years or more, maybe 30. I've had it a long time. Alright, I just took them out of the oven. They are piping hot, so they're going to sit here on this stone for just a few minutes and cool off a little bit, and then I'm going to scrape them off with a metal scraper. I baked them 8 minutes at 400 degrees, and they're going to be good, y'all. Alright, I scraped one off, and it wasn't quite done enough in the middle because these are thicker than what I normally make. So I put them back in for 2 minutes. So at least 10 minutes is what I cooked them on my oven. Now your oven may be different. Alright, and I already sampled them. Delicious.